So we're going to call this solving equations with variables on both sides. Solving equations with variables on both sides. Now, when we say both sides, we mean both sides of the equal sign. Okay? That's important. So, a couple of things to keep in mind, guys. So, the first thing we want to do is combine like terms on both sides of the equal sign. Combine like terms on both sides of the equal sign. Okay? So that's one of the steps they did. And we may or may not have to do that each and every time, but it's something we always have to look out for. Okay? And then we're going to eliminate the variable on one side of the equal sign. So eliminate the variable on one side or the other. Okay? So those are just the main steps that we noticed in the video. So let's begin. Let's say I give you a super simple equation to solve. And let's say I give you this. Eight n equals 7n plus 13. Go ahead and write that down. 8n equals 7n plus 13. Okay? Write that down. Now, we have to make some decisions. We got variables on both sides of the equal sign. Okay? So we just I always kind of draw like a border. So either on one side or the other, we have to eliminate. But before that, take a look at the left side. Take a look at the right side. Tell me in the chat, is there anything I can combine on the left or on the right? Is there anything I can combine on the left or on the right? What do you think? Tell me in the chat, please. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of no's. Let's see if you're right. Well, definitely on the left side, there's nothing to combine. It's just 8n. On the right side, I have 7n plus 13. But as we all know, they're unlike terms. One has a variable, one's a constant. Okay? So nothing to combine. So now, let's think for a moment. What can I do? What can I do to eliminate a variable on either the left side or the right side? Okay? Tell me what I can do to eliminate a variable on the left side or the right side. Subtract 7n. Let's try that. We're going to subtract 7n. We're going to do the opposite. If I do that, this cancels. Okay, well, here's the thing. I have to do that on the other side as well. Remember, whatever we do on one side, we do to the other. No worries, no worries. Okay, so let's see what we get now. Let's bring down what's left. I got 8n minus 7n. That's 1n, which I'll just write as n. Bring down the equal sign. That's gone. I have 13. My final answer is just n equals 13. Any questions? Okay. No questions? All right. So, number 2. This one's going to be a little more challenging, okay, guys? 5x minus 7 equals 4x. All right, write that one down. 5x minus 7 equals 4x. Again, this is our separation. We got variables on the left and on the right. So the first thing we want to do is check our equation to see if there's anything I can combine either on the left or on the right. So let's take a quick look at that. On the left, I have 5x minus 7. Okay, I can't combine them, so nothing to combine there. On the right, I just have 4x. Nothing to combine there. So now I got to make some decisions. I got variables on both sides of the equal sign. 5x on the left, 4x on the right. I have to eliminate one of them. Okay. And already some people are telling me, get rid of 4x. Get rid of 4x. Okay, you want a variable on the left. So I can get rid of 4x. If I eliminate 4x, right, by subtracting it, what am I going to have? I'm going to have 0. Is that okay to have 0? Sure, it's okay. But we're going to have to fix it. You'll see in a minute. So we can get rid of 4x, absolutely. If you're following the rule we saw in the video where you want variables on the left, I would do it. If you're following the rule on the video that said eliminate the smaller variable, you would do that as well. But just remember, it's going to give you a 0, okay? But that's okay. We can live with that. So let's subtract 4x. You guys have come a long way. I think you can handle this. So let's see what that gives us. So on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side rather, this cancels. What do I have on the left-hand side? Let me get Esmeralda in here. I have 5x minus 4x, that's just x. Take away 7, equal sign. What do I have on the right side of the equation? 0. Everything canceled, you still have 0. Okay, I can live with that though. It's not impossible. It's just a very simple equation now. No worries. I understand, Esmeralda. Just kind of follow along with what we're doing. Okay? All right. So what are we going to do next? I want to get x by itself, guys. I want to get rid of minus 7. Yeah. Add 7. And I get my final answer, x equals positive 7. We remove the constants. Exactly. Okay. So 0 plus 7 is 7. X is 7. No, you can't. You want to always eliminate the variable. Isolate the variable, rather. You want to always get the variable side by itself. No constants, no coefficients, just the variable. So now we know the value of that variable. It's 7. 5 times 7 minus 7 equals 4 times 7. Okay? Ready for the next one? Number 3. Number 3. Okay, here we go. Number 3. All right, so this one is 6k minus 8 equals 4k. 6k, oops, well, 6x now. Think about what we did before. Think about what we did before, guys. Start off with the fact that you have variables on both sides, so I'm going to draw that little border. Can I combine like terms either on the left or on the right? Tell me in the chat. Can I combine variables? Can I combine anything on the left or on the right? If so, what can I combine on the left or on the right? That's correct, Michael. Nothing to combine. Correct. So now, do we eliminate 4x or 6x? Which one do we remove? Let's do 4x again. So do the opposite. The opposite of positive 4x is negative 4x. Line it up with your other variable. So whatever you do on one side, you do on the other. That's one of those transformations. And let's see. Let's see what we get. Well, first of all, this is going to cancel. 6 take away 4 is 2. I get 2x minus 8 equals 0. So I get 2x minus 8 equals 0. What's my next move? It's a two-step equation at this point. Yeah, I want to get rid of the constant 8 or negative 8. So I put a plus 8. Okay. So that's going to give me 2x equals 0 plus 8. So that's 8. All right. So now let's get rid of the coefficient 2. What do I do to do that? Divide by 2. We want to get our variable isolated. So divide by 2. X equals 8 divided by 2, which is 4. And that's my final answer. I know, Katrin. Just kind of try to catch up with what we're doing. Sorry about that. I know that Schoology is being difficult today. Okay, any questions? Ready for another one? Okay, this is number 4. So this one is 5k plus 7 equals 7k minus 15. Okay? Go ahead and write that down. Any questions? All right. So I got variables on both sides. First thing you want to do is just look at the left side. Is there anything that I can combine on the left? Nothing I can combine on the left. Anything I can combine on the right? Nothing I can combine on the right. So now we have to make a decision. Do I eliminate? I got to eliminate one of the variables. Either on the left, get rid of 5k, or on the right, get rid of 7k. Which one shall we get rid of? And there's no right answer to this one. Okay? Which one do you guys prefer? It's just a matter of your preference. Normally, what I would do, even though it would give you a negative answer at one point, you're going to get negative answers no matter what. I would get rid of the variable on the right side. Okay? And especially for this class, since we're going to be doing inequalities where we won't have an equal sign, we'll have a less than or a greater than, or less than or equal to, it's going to be important to have variables on the left. Okay? So say I want to get rid of this one here. What would I do to get rid of 7k? I do negative 7k. Let's do that. Negative 7k. We'll cancel that. And now here's where it gets a little interesting. It's not very hard. You guys are very bright. 5k and negative 7k. You're adding those two together. It's negative 2k plus 17 equals negative 15. Okay? That wasn't too bad. We survived. Right? So now let's get rid of the 17. It's plus 17. We'll do the opposite. Negative 17 on both sides. Oh, negative 7.
Yes.
I caught that. Thank you. Didn't catch it in time, unfortunately. 1 second. There we go. Let's fix this real quick. Okay. That will cancel. So I got negative 2k equals. So now I got to combine. I got to combine negative 15 and negative 7. What does that give me? Right. Negative 22. You just add them. All right. So now I have negative 2k. Negative 2 times k equals negative 22. I want to get rid of the negative 2. Divide it out. Negative divided by negative is positive 11. And I get my final answer. All right. Any questions? Okay. Let's do a couple more then. Let me see if I can fit number 5 in here. Okay, number 5. You guys ready? Let's say we have 2x minus 4 minus 10 equals 10 plus 10x. Go ahead and write all that down. No, I kind of make up the problems, guys. I make up the problems based on, I try to make them a little harder each time. Kind of developing your knowledge based on what we're doing. So you see this one. What do you notice the difference between problem number 4 and problem number 5? What do you notice? Yeah, the left side has 3 terms. Very good. See, I can't get anything past you guys. I got 3 terms. So on the left side of the equation, can I combine anything? Is there anything I can put together and combine? -4 and -10. I like the way you said that. -4 and -10. I'm going to highlight those. You can circle them if you want, if you don't have a highlighter. But point out that those two combine. If I combine a -4 and a -10, I can combine those, yeah. I can make it smaller. I simplify the equation. If I combine on the left -4 and -10, what does that become? -14. It's like adding two negative numbers. -4 plus -10 equals -14. So my new equation now has 2x minus 14. Well, let's see the other side. Is there anything I can combine on the right side of the equation? I got 10 plus 10x. I got a constant and a coefficient. Can't combine those. So they stay 10 plus 10x. Okay? So now I got variables on both sides. Again, my preference, I like to get rid of variables on the right side, whatever it is. So I'm going to get rid of 10x. Let's put a negative 10x on both sides of the equation. Okay? And let's see what we get. So I know that this is going to cancel. Let me just cross that out. That's opposite. But over here, I got 2 and negative 10x. Combine those. -8. Thank you. That was quick. Minus 14 equals positive 10. Bring down that coefficient or that constant 10. So now eventually it boils down to a two-step equation. Okay? It boils down to a two-step equation, which we've done a few of those now. They're not so hard. Get rid of the minus 14. Okay? Let's see what that gives us. -8x equals 24. Okay? Let's eliminate the -8, the coefficient. Thank you. Divide. What do I divide by? Help me. What number exactly do I divide by? Divide by -8. Okay, you guys have come a long way. So now let's see what I get. 24 divided by -8, -3. Turns out that x is -3. Any questions? Excuse me. Any questions? Okay. I'll give you a moment to soak all that in. It can. You can add as many terms as you want or as there needs to be. So, Michael, there can be more than 3 items on each side.
Mr.
Yes.
Let's say if you would have gone instead -2x instead of minus 10x, would you still have gotten the same answer?
Yes.
Or would you have gotten a different one?
No, you would have gotten the same answer. It would have been -3 equals x.
Oh, all right.
But you would have gotten the same answer. That's the other reason I kind of like it. It looks a little cleaner, neater, more professional when your variables on the left and the numbers on the right. Okay, we got a couple more to do. So we got number 6. So let's see how you guys take this one. 5x take away 1 minus 5x equals x minus 9. Okay. So let's see what happens here. This one's a little tricky. Write that down. Think about what we have to do first. Look at your left side, look at the right side. What do you notice or wonder? Okay, Michael, thank you. Good catch. So we have some people already noticing we have 5x and minus 5x on the left side. Always look at the left side by itself and the right side by itself. See what combines. And I can combine these two. 5x and -5x. What does that give me? If I combine them, what happens? I get 0. They cancel each other out. That's going to happen sometimes. So what do I have left on the left side of the equation, guys? What's left on the left side? Just -1 equals x minus 9. Okay, it's not so bad. I can deal with that. Okay, so now what do I do though? Seems a little confusing. I got -1 equals x minus 9. I want to get the x by itself. I still want to get the x by itself. I still want this x all by its lonesome. I don't want the -9. So add 9. Add 9 to both sides. To cancel this. So I get 8. -1 and 8 is 8. -1 and 9 is 8, I should say. Equals x. So Hamilton, your question. This is what the type of answer you get when you keep the variables on the right side like this. But that's okay, because, we can handle it. We can flip this over. It's like flipping a pancake, right? And call it x equals 8. Same answer. Any questions? Okay, we got one more to do. If there are no more questions, number 7. All right, so this one's like your challenge problem. 2.4 m minus 7.75 I hope you have your calculators ready, plus 1.5 m equals 4.4 plus 8.4 m. Whew. Too many decimals, but okay. You guys are bright enough. I can think you can handle this. You treat these decimal numbers exactly like you would integers. You can always combine. What can I combine? I'm glad you're thinking about combining. You have the right mentality for this. If your first thought is, can we still combine? Tell me, what can I combine? The m's, okay. I'm assuming you're saying on the left. I've got 2.4 m. I want to combine it with positive 1.5 m. What does that become? Yeah, you're adding decimal numbers. 2.4, 1.5 is 3.9 m. Minus 7.75. Equals 4.4 plus 8.4 m. Okay? Any questions? All I did was combine some like terms. Okay. So now, nothing to combine here, nothing to combine there. I got variables on both sides. Okay? If you're okay with it, I would like to get rid of this 8.4 m. You guys okay with that? Okay. So negative 8.4. Okay. So for this, okay, maybe we need a little calculator help. Okay? That's okay. So I'm going to do 3.9, take away 8.4. Oh, I get negative 4.5. Negative 4.5. Okay, so negative 4.5 it is. Negative 4.5 m minus 7.75 equals 4.4. Okay, so now it's just a two-step equation. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this minus 7.75.
Shouldn't it be plus 70?
Yes, it should. Thank you. All right, let's see what we get. Negative 4.5 equals, so now I'm adding 4.4 with 7.75. Help me out. What's that going to be? Add the 4.4 with 7.75. Let's see, that's going to be 5. And that's going to be 11, so 1 there. 11. So that's what? 12.15? Thank you. So now I have negative 4.5 times m equals 12.15. Divide. And I will get my final answer, hopefully. I think at this point, the calculator would be helpful. I want 12.15 divided by negative 4.5. 12.15 divided by negative 4.5. And I get negative 2.7. So final answer is negative 2.7. Boom. All right. Any questions? Any questions, guys? All right. IXL will be problems just like this.